I'll record this. I don't have a strict plan of what I want to go over, but I called this meeting because, first of all, I'm really grateful that you guys are on, and I know the lay is right. I'm really grateful that you guys are on right now. I called this because I just feel like I had a mental shift this morning, and honestly, I'm just gonna be real. I feel like the energy on our last call was not what I wanted it to be, and I feel like it started with me. And so I want to always lead by example, and I want this energy for this call to be a shift because, okay, okay, brain, shift because y'all, when we started our Excelsior chat, it was fire. Everybody's energy was so high. Y'all were so committed to getting outside your comfort zones and going all in and believing that we were going to make it happen. And I feel like you guys can completely tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like I can sense it because I feel like it was almost in my brain of oh my gosh, working out of fear instead of out of faith. And I know I talked about this before, but this fear of we're so close, what if we don't? Instead of we're so close, let's fucking go. And I know there's a couple of Jess and all of you guys play a huge part in this too, because everybody that's on Liv's and Sam's team as well, because not only are they so close to Premier, your team so close to Premier, but you guys play a part in Excelsior as well. So anyways, I wanted to go through, I'm reading Built to Last. I feel like I'm reading always 10 different books at a time, but Sam started Built to Last and she was like, Mad, you have to start it. So I finished my other book and I got started with this 2 days ago, and just like she said, I'm obsessed. And I feel like this part just hit me, so I'm just going to read it to you guys. And you might have already heard it. I don't know whether Ash shared this in any of our team calls or anything, but it's about this girl. She's going for 2-star diamond, and she needs 3 coaches in 2 days or 4 coaches in 3 days or something like that. And she said she's not she didn't believe that she was going to hit it. She said it's impossible. And she said, I just can't do it. He said, stop going out there and trying to talk to people when you don't believe that it's actually possible. You have 3 days to hit the goal. Spend as much time as you need, even if it's the entire next 2 days, getting your mind right. Even if you have to pretend, get in the mindset of believing it's possible. If you can take it one step further, I want you to get into the mindset of knowing that signing up for people is possible and knowing that it's going to happen. I knew it was 100% possible, but until she knew it, it wasn't going to happen. And this is where I feel like I needed to lead by example. But she said, hang on, I'm gonna mute you. Okay, I think we're good. Says Liz took the advice and shifted into the right mindset. She knew without a doubt it was going to happen, and she hit the 2-star goal and she had set for herself. This success was a launching pad for Liz. She has gone on to achieve the highest rank in the company, 15-star diamond. That one mindset shift had enormous impact on Liz's business. Leaders know that just plowing along when their mind isn't right does not lead to success in this business. In order to accomplish her goal, Liz spent 2/3 of her time getting her mind right. Then she went out there and did the work. Once she knew it was going to happen, people were attracted to her. And this is where I feel like there might be a lack. And raise your hand if you have felt this way. Yeah. Okay, that's what I kind of felt. So we have to know, and this comes back to our manifestation and our faith and our morning routine, to be honest. I know I keep preaching about that, but it's because it is so fucking important that your morning routine has a part where you are stating what you believe so that you're ingraining it first thing in the morning and saying those affirmations every single day, because I don't care how many invites you send. I don't care how many messages you send. I don't care how many people you talk to. If you don't believe that you have something to offer, if you don't believe that people want to join you, if you don't believe that you have the power to change their life, nobody is going to say yes. Nobody is going to answer your messages, because even though it's through a phone, people feel it. People can feel the way you show up. And the thing is, another one of the, so there's like 7 things to, like having the right mindset in this business. And one of them is, actually, I know we started the Keith Callahan thing, but why don't you guys write these down? I'll run through them just a little bit. Number 1, leaders focus on who they are becoming more than what they are getting. Leading is about changing yourself from the inside out. Leaders are focused on who they are becoming versus what they are getting. Number 2, leaders don't just believe they can, they know they will. And that's what I was just talking about, like the Liz part. Like, you have to know without a doubt that you're going to make this happen. So your goal is diamond. You have to know, you have to draw that line in the sand and say, I am going to do whatever it takes to get there, because I know I can, because I know that there's somebody out there that needs this, because I know that somebody out there is exactly where I was and needs to hear my story. And the thing is, what stops us is us thinking about what we actually believe is possible. We think, we actually like go through and think, oh my gosh, I haven't talked to this person in a while. Like, there's no way this person's going to say yes. I don't know what they're just so busy. You like start thinking of the people instead of understanding that all things are possible with God. All things are possible. Whatever you believe, the universe, whatever, like all things are possible through God. And so it's not about you, honestly. Like, all things are possible, and you just have to believe it, that it's already manifesting if you're taking that action and believing that it's going to happen. Those people are going to be attracted to you because that's the energy that you're putting out. Number 3 is leaders don't just show up, they show up with their mind right. So that was the example about Liz too. Number 4, leaders understand that they own a big business and that they're buying a big business. And this is something that Sam put in our chat the other day that I feel like nobody said anything to. But guys, what if you invested $250,000 in this? Like, how would you be showing up? I literally wrote that on my affirmations this morning of like, it says, how seriously would I take this business if I had $250,000 on the line? Like, how do you think I'd wake up in the morning? How do you think I'd show up? Do you think I'd show up like shitty energy, not wanting to be there? Do you think I wouldn't send my invites? Yeah, probably not. If I had $250,000 in this shit, but that's the blessing and the curse of network marketing, is it costs us our own health journey. Like, it costs us $140 to start a business. To start a business, we have that blessing. And yet, we don't have any skin in the game. So we're like, it's okay if I don't send my invites today. It's okay if I don't post. It's okay if I don't drink my Shakeology or work out today. No, it's not. You have a business. You started a business for a reason, right? You want to hit diamond? You bet your booty you better be posting. You bet your ass you better be inviting. You bet your ass you better be showing up with the energy that you want to attract. So that was number 4. Leaders understand they own a big business. Number 5 is leaders set one overarching long-term goal. So I sent this to you guys in our chat, our like text message chat, what mine are. So mine is $1 million a year, but then I broke it down into what your 3-month goal and what your 6-month goal is. And you need to make that your focus. Like, all of your actions need to be based around that. I know I sent this to you guys. My 3-month is $2,000 a week. My 6-month is $5,000 a week. And then I had like all of my affirmations underneath that. Number 6 is leaders create momentum and ride it. So I'm going to read this part to you. He said, I teach my leaders that gaining momentum in this business is like surfing a big wave. In order to get out to the big wave, you have to go through the crashing surf. The surf is your fears, your insecurities, your self-doubt, the negative talk going through your mind. The surf is your lack of success and your lack of skills when you're first getting started. We have to move through these pieces in order to get out to the wave. As we move through them one by one and start to see some small wins, we get closer to the wave, to the momentum. We're getting to the end of the surf and out to where we can catch a wave. And when the wave comes, the momentum is built. Our job is to surf it, to ride it as best we can. Finding the momentum and riding it promotes massive growth in your business. It's fun and is much less work than crashing around in the surf. Guys, if you keep going and then stopping, if you send invites for 3 days and then you stop for 3 days, if you send your connections for a week and then you stop, if you're consistent with your nutrition for 2 days and then you're off track for 3 days, like, you are hurting yourself. You are only hurting yourself because you're making it so much harder. And I felt like this analogy, it's just like the elevator analogy. If you're going up and you slow down, you're going right back down to the bottom. But the surfing one, I feel like that is even like a better visual because you're swimming. You're like taking a whatever this is called. I don't know. What is this? Like, you're moving your arms every once in a while, but those waves are still fucking crashing on you until you get past that big wave and out onto, and then you get to ride it. Like, that just created such a strong visual with me, and I hope that you like feel that in your core, that every time you stop, you're just gonna sit in that wave where it's hard. You're gonna stir around with the waves. Fish are gonna be swimming around you. They're gonna be crashing on top of you. Like, there's probably sharks. Get past that shit. Like, swim harder. Swim harder. You have to. It's like a fucking airplane. You have to get off the ground in order to get to that next level. But if you keep yourself here, you're gonna be here for a long ass time if you don't get uncomfortable. You have to get uncomfortable in order to get past that. The last one, number 7, is leaders give themselves permission to succeed. And maybe this is where you're struggling. Maybe this is where we're all struggling. You have to give yourself permission to succeed at the highest levels in this business. So many of you might think that, like, and I know I did, I was like just one of Ashley's like followers for a little bit, you know, like I didn't really see myself as a leader. But this is your business. You're not here for me. You're here for you. This is your business. This is your life. This is your freedom that you want to create. This is about you and knowing that you're a leader. You are a leader of your business. Stop looking to your upline on how to do everything. Stop asking questions. Go to YouTube. Go to the resources in our team page. You have to become an owner, a CEO of your business. And it says, if you want to be a leader in our industry, you're going to have to crown yourself a king or queen. Yo, this was like everything the first time I heard it. There's no inheritance in this. It doesn't matter who your upline is. It doesn't matter how much money they make. It doesn't matter how successful they are. There's nobody that can just hand you, here's Superstar Diamond, here's Elite. You have to fucking work for it. You have to do it. You have to put your own damn crown on and say, I am a motherfucking queen and I'm going to be the top coach in this network. You put your crown on. That needs to be your affirmation that I want to see, like, every day. I am a motherfucking queen, because you are. Every single one of you are. It says, in the history of the world, there have only been 2 ways to become a king or queen. 1, it's in your bloodline and you inherit the title. 2, you earn the title. We're in number 2. You gotta earn it. Earn, work, earn, work up here. It says nobody's going to give you that crown. There's no inheritance in network marketing. You have to earn that title. So I want to take action steps, because I hope that this helped, first of all. That was like very impromptu, but that just like completely changed my mindset this morning. And I just, we're so, I can't say it enough, guys, like how close we are. Like, we have 27 days? 27 days to make it happen. 27 days. If you could just go, and I think Sam said this or put this in our chat, if you can be in an imbalance for 27 days in order to get yourself to that next level, would it be worth it? If you had to maybe lose an hour of sleep, if you had to maybe, I don't know, wake up 30 minutes earlier, if you had to send invites on your lunch break, if you had to, you know, talk to people, do a one-on-one that makes you super uncomfortable, like, would it be worth it? If you got to Diamond, if you pushed past so that you could actually ride the wave a little bit instead of just swimming and being stuck. Do you feel like you're stuck right now? Do you feel like you've been doing the same things? You're kind of in this place? I'm going to read.